Lavelle! Jeez. Get
Sorry.
started on what is today?
It's Viernes!
Also known as?
Friday in Spanish.
Also known as?
Fun
There
Friday.
you go. Yes, it is Friday. It's a happy Friday. I almost said Good Friday, but that was last Friday.
Yeah.
Or the Friday before that. I don't know.
That was last
That was-
Friday.
yeah.
Oh
Anyway.
wait, no, it was a Friday before. Oops.
Yep. Super confused. Anyway, it's been a great week. Super excited to
Yes.
next
I hope
week's.
you guys like those riddles I
Yeah.
showed you guys. Excuse me. The other
Let's see.
day.
She yawned 4 times yesterday.
And
Now she's got the
hiccup.
hiccups.
But I hope you guys liked the riddles I showed you guys the other day and Monday.
Yeah, those riddles are pretty cool.
Yeah, and tricky.
Yeah, they're Ricky Triddles. That's why they're Ricky Triddles.
And if you guys didn't get those riddles right, don't take it personal. This is all just for fun, and there will be more riddles from me in the future.
Yeah, so you got more chances to
Yeah.
figure out what those Ricky
You
Triddles
guys will
are.
have a lot of chances.
Yep, absolutely. So it is Friday. We had a great week. Next week, can you believe it, starts May.
Yes.
May.
Which means we can finally start wearing shorts.
Appropriate shorts.
Yeah,
right?
not. The shorts are very short.
Very short. They gotta have the hem in them. They gotta be down by their knees. Okay, for the ladies.
Yeah.
All right, but enough about dress code. It's Friday. We've been talking about
Yeah,
dress
it's
code a while.
Friday. Yeah. Well, which means we can dress casual.
Somewhat, not too casual, but you know what I love about May?
What?
Throw my card on the ground. I love Fridays, and the weekends. It's one. Is movies. I like watching movies on the weekends, and May is when the summer movies really start coming out because we got Labor Day at the end of the month. Or shoot, I always screw that
Labor
up.
Day's in September.
Memorial Day at the end of the
Memorial
month.
Day and
That's
Labor
always
Day's
a,
in September.
yes, always a big weekend for movies. But I've got 2 big movies that are coming out in May. Do you know what they are? I'm gonna tell you.
The bad guys.
The bad guys?
Or the bad.
The Good, Bad, and the
bad
Ugly.
wolf.
That came out in like
The bad
1977.
wolves or the big bad wolf. I can't remember the name.
The ones that I'm looking forward to are Doctor Strange, which comes
Yeah,
out on
Doctor
May
Strange.
6th. That'll be pretty cool. Yep. And then Top Gun on May 27th. So that'll be Memorial Day weekend that comes out.
Wow.
Yeah. Did you see the original Top Gun?
No.
Oh my gosh. Whoops. You got to go watch the original Top Gun. That's the movie for the weekend. The movie for the weekend. Go find it. I'm sure it's on some streaming service. Go watch Top Gun, the original one, if you haven't seen it. Especially if you haven't seen it. If you have seen it, go check it out again.
Alright.
It's really good. It's a good movie. It's fun. You'll enjoy it. It's got some action. It's got some romance.
Yeah.
It's got more action. A little more romance. Good story. Funny characters. Tom Cruise. You can't go wrong.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. All right. So what else we got going on today on Frizznizzle Day?
It's Viernes.
Yeah, same thing.
Whatever.
What do we
But
got?
let's check in with our friends.
Good morning, everybody. It's Friday. You know what tomorrow is? Saturday. I'm sleeping in. Yeah. Today should be fun. Fridays are fun. Let's make it funner. Funner? Yeah, funner. But Friday the 29th, and today's national day is National Historic Monument Day. Placards, you know, when you're driving down the street. We used to laugh in my family all the time because here in California they're brown, you know, historical marker. Something happened here and you can pull over and read about it, or there might be something still there. My aunt always used to say as we're driving down the street, the car purposely would veer off the road every time it saw one. Sometimes she did do that, and then we had to stop and see what it was. We learned a lot of history, a lot of different things that we didn't know. So I carried that on in my family too. If the kids could I spy a marker and we were able to pull over, we pulled over it just to see what it was. And it always made for a lot of fun. And then when you go to other states, their markers are in different colors. And they're back in the South, they're really elaborate looking, and they're on these beautiful, not just a post, these wrought iron works, and they're just really pretty. And they mark all of the history, and they write down everything that's happened wherever that marker is. But there's so many of them that are out there that have been put up there by the Parks and Recreations or the state that have gone neglected. And there is I want to say resurgence, but there's a following of people that is making it their job, their duty. Instead of like cleaning up the highway, they want to clean up the markers, and they want to expose them to people to be able to see them. And they say there's 156,000 historic markers across the United States. That's a lot of markers. A lot of crud has happened in the United States. So next time you see one, maybe ask mom or dad or aunt or uncle, or even if it's you driving, pull over and see what the historical marker has to say on Historical Marker Day.
Hey everybody, it's Friday. It's Friday the 29th, man. It is wonderful, wonderful Friday the 29th. Hey guys. So I hope you guys have had a great week. It is pretty much the end of the month. I believe when we come back, it'll be May. So it's been a good April, everybody. But let's go back to the bearded past. All right. I've talked about a lot of different things this week, but now it's Free for All Friday is what I like to call it. So, Free for All Friday, 1861, Maryland, in the American Civil War. Of course, hey, you can't get by a week without Zach talking some Civil War. Just not going to happen. Sorry, just not going to happen. No, but Maryland's House of Delegates actually on this day in 1861 decided not to secede from the Union, okay? It was a pretty heavy vote. Maryland itself was very torn. Their allegiance, the South really thought they could pull a lot of, people from Maryland to join up with the secessionists, right? And Maryland itself really tried to stay out of the battle. They didn't call themselves neutral, but they kind of tried to be as neutral as they could. And then part of the reason they stayed with the states and the Union was because they were so close to the capital. So they were really in a precarious spot. It wasn't the ideal situation for everybody in Maryland, but that's what was chosen this day. Also, too, 1862 this day, the capture of New Orleans by Union forces under David Farragut. Huge. It basically blocked a port city that early in the war, a big port city early in the war, that basically took away the Confederacy's chances of getting any shipments into that area. The other thing, there's a few little things about this occupation of New Orleans, and there was a general who was not admiral, because this was Admiral David Farragut of the United States Navy. They actually had General Butler, who was put in charge of the occupation of New Orleans, and he was so hated by the Southerners that they made chamber pots. If you don't know what a chamber pot is, look it up. You go to the bathroom in it. They actually printed them with his face in the bottom of these chamber pots. And, think about it from there, okay? So, hey, a little Civil War history, a little fun. And, guys, have a great weekend. It's like I said, it's going to be beautiful out there again this weekend. Have fun, man. It's been great talking with you. Bye now.
Hello,
welcome back. Yes, I know it's weird that I did an episode last Friday and I'm gonna be doing one this Friday. But to stick with the normal movie reviews, I'm gonna be reviewing a cult classic and a kind of a little bit of a personal favorite of mine for monster movies. It's called The Monster Squad from 1987, and this movie is like a revival and a monster reunion for the big four. Frankenstein's creature, Dracula, the Wolfman, and Creature from the Black Lagoon, and the Mummy. It's just, this was my first exposure to the Universal monsters and also their standard films, but I would have to say this movie is, as I call it, a family horror movie. You could get your family to sit down and watch it, and there are pretty cool, funny parts to it. Is when one of the kids of the squad gives like a perfect, good field goal kick to the Wolfman right in one of the places where the sun won't shine. But the rest of the movie, wow, top-notch effects by Stan Winston, who I really admire for his animatronic work. But in all, this movie has some points in it have light-hearted tones, but those are all overshadowed by the dark, ominous music and the appearances of when it's Dracula. I know the guy who played this version of Dracula wanted to try to emulate Lugosi, but his voice when he says, "Let it begin," I get goosebumps every time. Just right down the back of my head for it. I just have to say, I give this movie 4 stars as in the rating system for Joe Bob Briggs. And so if Joe Bob Briggs were next to me and him and I were talking about this movie, he would say, Joe Bob says, check it out. I have to say, in my opinion, you just have to watch it and really feel pretty, I'm not sure what the word is, but the really sense that you kind of side with the Universal monsters a lot. And in the 80s, there were the slashers and all the crazy psycho killers, but I find this is an 80s reboot to the series of the classic monsters. Fans of the old days would recognize. And I will be back with episode 8 soon.
Alright, very good. It is Friday. It is Friday. We should write a song. It is Friday.
It's DNS. It's DNS.
We're bad songwriters. Alright, what's going up today?
1 o'clock, we have Insta Live, Insta Trivia with probably you because it's been you lately.
It has been me lately. It's the greatest game show somewhere.
And Cole, you better not mess up your numbers or else me and Alex are going to shake our water bottles.
Do I ever mess up the numbers? That's other people. Other people mess up them. I never.
Clayton would tend to do that.
Yes. Well, Clayton should probably just stick to cooking. He seems to be pretty good at the cooking. Yesterday, he made the ramen with the other stuff. I had to leave.
That was last week.
Well, yeah, but you're right. You're right. Last week, he made the ramen.
Yeah, which I loved.
I was prepared to love it too. But in the beginning, I was like sitting right up in front. I was ready to have this awesome meal.
Yeah.
And he had to bring up asparagus.
Asparagus.
So I had to leave.
And some spam.
Which, yeah, I would have left for that one too. But asparagus garbage, people shouldn't eat. Yes.
Ew.
Yeah, pretty much. Anyway. Alright, it is Friday. We got the Insta Live at 1 o'clock. It's going to be awesome. It's 2. It's 2.
Yeah.
So,
and hopefully we will play some Truth or Dare with Janaya.
Yeah, and maybe we can find out Clayton's crush is.
Oh yeah, Clayton! Who Clayton's crush is? Who's your crush, Clayton? Confess right now! We're demanding that you reveal who your crush is.
It's unlikely. It's unlikely. He's a tough cookie.
Yeah.
Yeah, tough. He's like
Yeah.
one of those cookies that's really, really hard to break. It's like, chip your teeth on it if you eat it.
Yeah.
They're also known as door knockers. You can drill a hole in them and put a string and use them to knock on doors or something like that. Anyway, all right. So, anything else for Friday?
Nope, that's all for today. We hope you all have a great weekend, and we'll see you guys on Lunes.
Take care, everybody.